If you don't fail, you're not even trying. Embrace your failure. Hello Zen Zoners, welcome back to Pradeep's Zen Zone. This is Dr. Pradeep Kumar with yet another interesting video for success. Today we're diving deep into a topic hotter than a summer day in Texas. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. We're going to explore why embracing failure is the secret sauce to success, backed by research. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's get started on this epic journey. 1. Failure is the best teacher, better than your strictest high school teacher. Remember that high school teacher who drilled algebra into your head? The one who seemed to take pleasure in your every mistake? Well, it turns out failure is an even better teacher. According to research from Stanford University, failure helps solidify learning more effectively than success. When you fail, your brain actually works harder to figure out what went wrong and how to correct it. It's like getting a personalized lesson in what not to do next time. Think of it this way. Failing a test can teach you more about your weaknesses than acing it ever could. So the next time you bomb an exam, just tell your parents you're getting a top-tier education. After all, it's all about perspective, right? 2. The Edison effect. Fail your way to genius. Thomas Edison, the wizard of Menlo Park and the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Imagine if he had quit after 9,999 tries. We'd all still be squinting at candles and dealing with soot-stained walls. Edison's perseverance shows that failure is just a pit stop on the road to innovation. His journey wasn't just about inventing a light bulb. It was about redefining the very concept of persistence. Edison's story is a testament to the fact that every failure brings you one step closer to success. So the next time your project doesn't work out, just think of it as one more way that won't work. And keep going. 3. Hollywood comebacks. From flop to top. Our favorite Hollywood stars know a thing or two about failure. Take Robert Downey Jr., for instance. Before he became the beloved Iron Man, RDJ faced multiple flops and even a career-threatening personal crisis. He hit rock bottom more times than we can count, but he didn't let that define him. Instead, he used his failures as a springboard to come back stronger, proving that it's not about how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. And let's not forget Jennifer Aniston. Before she became everyone's favorite friend, she starred in a string of canceled TV shows. But did she let that stop her? Absolutely not. She kept pushing, and now she's a household name. Their stories remind us that setbacks are just setups for comebacks. 4. Tech titans. From garage startups to billion-dollar empires, Silicon Valley is practically built on failure. Take Steve Jobs, for example. He co-founded Apple, only to get fired from the very company he helped create. Instead of sulking, he went on to start Next and Pixar, which eventually led him back to Apple, where he spearheaded one of the greatest corporate turnarounds in history. Imagine being kicked out of your own company and then returning to lead it to unprecedented success. It's like striking out in Little League and then hitting a grand slam in the World Series. Then there's Airbnb. Founders Brian Chesky and Joe Gebbia faced rejection from numerous investors. They even had to max out their credit cards to keep their dream alive. Fast forward a few years, and Airbnb is a global giant. Their story is proof that a little failure can lead to a lot of success and some amazing vacation stays. The takeaway? Sometimes you have to be willing to live in your own listing before others see its value. 5. The research backs it. Failure builds resilience. According to studies from Harvard University, experiencing moderate levels of failure helps people become more resilient and adaptable. It's like learning to ride a bike. You've got to fall a few times before you master it. The researchers found that those who had experienced some failure were better at coping with setbacks and more likely to persevere in the face of adversity. Think of it as building a muscle. Each failure is like a weight that makes you stronger and more capable. So the next time you face a setback, remember that you're just building your resilience muscles. It's all part of the process of becoming a stronger, more adaptable version of yourself. 6. Failing forward. It's a global phenomenon. In Japan, there's a concept called nana korobi yaoki, which means fall down 7 times, get up 8. This idea is deeply ingrained in Japanese culture and reflects a resilience that's admired worldwide. It's similar to the American saying, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." No wonder Japan and the US have produced some of the world's greatest innovators. The ability to bounce back from failure is a universal trait that transcends cultures. It's about understanding that failure is not the end, but merely a part of the journey. Embracing this mindset can help you see failure as a temporary setback, not a permanent defeat. Often, comedy is tragedy, plus time. Failures make great stories. Ever noticed how the funniest jokes are often about failures and mishaps? Comedians like Kevin Hart and Tina Fey turn their past failures into hilarious stories. Kevin Hart's entire career is built on turning his life's embarrassing moments into comedy gold. From getting booed off stage to bombing auditions, Hart's resilience and ability to laugh at himself have made him one of the most successful comedians in the world. Tina Fey's career trajectory wasn't all smooth sailing either. She faced her share of rejections and flops before hitting it big with 30 Rock and Saturday Night Live. Her ability to turn awkward, painful experiences into relatable, side-splitting humor has endeared her to millions. Their stories are the ultimate proof that failure can be a source of joy, if you give it time and a good punchline. 8. Sports legends. From zero to hero. Let's talk sports, because athletes are some of the best examples of turning failure into success. Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was cut from his high school varsity basketball team. Instead of giving up, he used this setback as motivation to work harder. He famously said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." Then there's Serena Williams, who faced numerous defeats and injuries throughout her career. But each time she came back stronger, showcasing her resilience and determination. Her journey from Compton to becoming one of the greatest tennis players of all time is a testament to the power of perseverance. Their stories remind us that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Each missed shot, each loss, and each injury is a step on the path to greatness. So the next time you miss a shot, remember you're in good company. 9. Failing is a sign you're pushing boundaries. Finally, if you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Failure means you're stepping out of your comfort zone and aiming for the stars. It's like that feeling you get on a roller coaster. Terrifying but exhilarating. You know you're alive because you're pushing your limits. Take J.K. Rowling, for instance. Before she became a literary sensation with the Harry Potter series, she faced countless rejections from publishers. At one point, she was a single mother living on welfare. But she kept writing and submitting her manuscript until one publisher finally saw the magic in her story. Today, she's one of the most successful authors in the world. Or look at Elon Musk, whose ventures include Tesla and SpaceX. His path to success is littered with failures, from the early days of SpaceX when rockets failed to launch, to near bankruptcy with Tesla. But Musk's relentless drive to push boundaries and innovate has made him one of the most influential figures in the world. His failures were not roadblocks, but stepping stones to greater achievements. So, there you have it, folks. Embrace your failures, laugh at your mistakes, and remember, every flop is just a stepping stone to your blockbuster success. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pradeep's Zen Zone.